but it's just one song. an agent. It's just a boy. What sort of imminent threat does he pose that I cannot avoid? I can raise him as my own, or send him far away from home. Make sure his past is never known. I'm not a grave warrior, down on my knees for ya. I'm begging, please. Please don't make me do this, don't make me do this. Into your eyes, and I think back to the son of mine. You're as old as he was when I left for war. Will these actions haunt my days? Every man I've slain is the price I pay. Endless pain. Close your eyes and spare yourself the view.
We're all guilty of the old one-trip wonder. And while bundling groceries can be quite the
Alright, my brothers, listen closely. Tonight we make the Trojans pay. 10 years of war, they killed us slowly. But now we'll be the ones who slay. Think of your wives and your children. Your families wonder where you've been. They're growing old and yet you're still here. Do what I say and you'll see them again.
Yes, sir!
Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the guards. Menelaus will let our mates through the gates and take the whole city at large. Teucer will shoot any Atlas attacking. Little Ajax will stay back. Nestor, secure Helen and protect her. Neo, avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector.
Yes, sir!
Find that inner strength now. Use that well of pride. Fight through through every pain now. Ask yourself inside what you live for, what you try for, what you wish for, what you fight for.
What do you live for? What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
Penelope, Penelope, and Telemachus.
Screw this. I'm putting a video on.
It's your life. Pack in all the things you love, like Breakstone's cottage.
This is some unhinged friend drama I can't stop thinking about. Compilation. My husband is cheating on me with my best friend.
Are you cheating on me?
I'm not really sure where to start, so I guess I'll just start. My husband and I have been dating since I was 19 and he was 22. We've been married for 6 years now. We have 2 kids and I'm 6 months pregnant with our third.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
2 years ago, I found out my dad has stage 3 colon cancer. My dad is my only parent as my mom passed away when I was 12. He's my favorite human and life without him doesn't seem as colorful. His laugh is contagious and he gives these big bear hugs that seem to make all of your broken pieces feel like they're perfectly in place again. Oh, my heart. My poor heart. Stop it. I feel it melting. Don't do that again. Whenever I've had a hard day, he doesn't poke around and prod and just lets me vent and listens. About 5 months ago, we discovered all the treatments aren't working for him. An indirect quote of the doctor, he said, months, not years. Ugh, what did I tell you? I said, don't melting my heart. Since then, he's gotten progressively worse and is now losing memory. He looked at the dog he got me on his 21st birthday and said, "Wow, that's a nice dog. Where'd you get it?" My husband has been my absolute rock. He's been there for me, holding my hand and helping me through this. He's been so loving and attentive to both my kids and I. Don't get me wrong, I'm a mother first always. I don't allow myself to wallow. My kids are still loved, cared for, played with, and I haven't let my load slack around the house. Once my dad got his updated prognosis, my husband encouraged me to quit my job. About a month later, we discovered we were pregnant again, and I still hadn't let go of my job. I kept holding out for some reason. After finding out I was pregnant again, he assured me it was still okay to quit my job, that honestly it would save us a small fortune on daycare
Go to
costs anyway.
sleep.
So
Why
I
are
did.
you
I
up
quit
and
my
it's
job.
2
My
o'clock
best
in the
friend and I
morning?
have been friends since
I'm not
diapers.
any
Her
better. I
family
didn't
is
go
like
to
my
bed until
family
like
and vice versa.
1.
My mom and her mom
It
grew
was
up
like
together.
almost
We've
1,
always been
maybe
solid, and right
2.
after my dad's appointment,
But
when we
that's
found
'cause
out
I
he
was
had
watching
so
a
little time
movie.
left, I
It's
drove
fine.
straight to her house and she held me while I cried for hours. Please. Please. I know you're going where you said you're going, but this is just like so brutal.
Wow. That is brutal.
If there are soulmates in a friend
Yeah, I
form,
get
she
that.
was
That's
mine.
that's
Thick as thieves
understandable.
is what my mom used to say.
For me
A little
though,
too thick.
I was up
Would
last
you
night
share
because
everything,
me and my
including
family,
husbands? This morning, as I
we
wake
love
up with
like
my
all the
3-year-old,
Avatar
he's sick.
movies,
My
like the
husband's
Blue
work alarm was
Guys.
going off. He has a few
And
sets,
the
so I
latest
just
one that
turned
came
that
out
one
like
off
last
and
year finally
gently
released
woke
on
him up.
Disney,
He said he
and
was late
we
working,
stood up
so
to
he took the
watch
morning
it,
off,
and it was like a
rolled over, and
3-hour
went back to
movie.
sleep. As I went to turn off the remainder of his alarms, I saw a text from my friend on his lock screen that said,
I'm assuming, since there hasn't been any angry pregnant lady on my doorstep, you haven't told her about us yet.
"Angry pregnant lady." Time froze in that moment. I took his phone and walked away and just read their conversations. Not him going pleasantly back to sleep as if there's nothing wrong. How do you sleep through that? How do you sleep at night, seemingly so comfortably, after what you're doing to this poor woman? I ask you that.
Really great.
For months, this man has been having relations with my best friend. 4 months, these people have been
This
lying
hand
to
is
my
bothering
face.
me.
And I know what you're gonna say. You should have
But
seen
I've been
the
trying to
warning
fix
signs.
it
But
since
I've been
last
clutching this
night,
phone
and
in my
I'm
hand for
giving
2
up.
hours
Like,
and
I
nothing.
can't do
He's
it
been so
anymore.
loving and attentive to me, but he always has been. So kind and gentle. There has been no late night work nights except for once in a blue moon, and there's been no lingering touches between them or even glances. They act as if they have since the day I first introduced them. How sick is it that she calls him her brother, but she has relations with him? Oh man. I know it's easy when you look at a situation like this and you're like, there were red flags, and it's like, a lot of the time there really isn't.
When I closed my eyes, I couldn't see anything.
A lot of the
Bye.
time they, like,
I hope
it's
you do
almost
good
like
in
they
your swimming lesson
overcompensate
tomorrow.
that they're doing bad things with good things, and it throws you off the scent. And I'm not saying that that's a sign, because a lot of the time it isn't. A lot of the time it's just like them being really, really nice. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Hindsight is 2020. I know what I have to do now, but I don't want to. I'm about to lose my family and my support system in one blow. I'll confront him tomorrow. Today, I just need this last 24 hours of peace. As for her, I won't give her the satisfaction of a response. I don't care why she did it, and it's done.
Yeah, damn right!
I was always the friend who cleaned up her messes. After today, I will cut her out of my life like she never mattered at all. This has to be the hardest storm I'll ever weather, but damn it, I know I'll sail through it. If not for me, for my children.
Get it, girl.
This is not over yet, besties. This is not over. We got a long one today, friends. Buckle in.
It's not over yet.
For my typing's sake, I'm gonna give everyone fake names. So for more context, mother-in-law and father-in-law are Ruth and Joe. Ex-BFF's parents are Angie and Bob. Ex-BFF is Jess. STBX is Tyler. Ex-BFF's
Hello,
brother
welcome to
is
the
Jake.
stream.
And I'll just refer to my dad as Dad. I have a few things I want to get through, so I'll just summarize as best I can. To get this out of the way, because to me it feels important, yesterday I scheduled a same-day appointment with my OBGYN and got tested for just about every STD and STI out there. I got the results back for most, and they were all negative. There's a few that take up to 2 weeks to get the results back, so I'll be waiting. When I met with my lawyer, I brought everything on my end financially-wise, including the wills from both my dad and my mom, and I managed to get my hands on his financial documents. He stores his and his office in a locked box. Ooh, you're moving in the shadows, bestie. You're gathering all the receipts like a squirrel gathers nuts for winter. I'm picturing you as a squirrel with a nice big walnut. I also brought over everything we had set up financially for my children. While I'm not totally sure if it's everything, I am pretty confident I got most of it. My lawyer was happy I managed to get my hands on that much. Ruth even handed over her will to me from both her and Bob to ensure I was taken care of in the divorce. Mother-in-law and father-in-law. Okay. I appreciate the legend. My lawyer understands I'm wanting a divorce immediately. However, she wants to make sure she's thorough and isn't missing any key info. So hopefully I'll have actual divorce papers to give to him in about 30 days. I'm not rushing her though. I'm letting the professional do her job. Now for the sit down.
Let's get ready to rumble!
I asked Angie and Ruth to describe everything in detail on what happened. Angie, the revenge seeker that she is, forced them to sit down through a slideshow she put together of all the texts. I love that everybody has your back. I'm living for this.
It's living.
I know a lot of you were concerned about one of them telling sooner than later, but they were so secretive, they didn't even tell their significant others about what was happening. Once the slideshow ended, Tyler tried lunging for Jess, and Joe actually had to force him to sit down. Oh, okay, aggressive.
You're too aggressive.
Tyler was shouting profanities at Jess and telling her she will regret this. Jess started crying and begged her parents for forgiveness. Bob looked at his daughter in the eye and told her he will never forgive her for this. Blood or not, she is no daughter of his. He didn't raise his daughter to be this person. Jess was always a daddy's girl, so I think that cut her pretty deep.
Ouch!
Jess is in the middle of a divorce herself. Oh. And her parents were giving her money for her lawyer, and they told her she's cut off from them both financially and physically. Tyler's dad was irate. According to Ruth, he looked like he was holding back on throttling him. From there, Tyler went straight home. I know because we have a Ring doorbell camera along with a few cameras in the house for our kids to keep an eye on them when we aren't right next to them. Tyler came home and saw most of mine and the kids' stuff was gone, and he lost it. He started yelling and throwing things. But if this isn't the consequences of your action. The house is now trashed with a few holes in the walls for decoration. When he didn't find us there, he went to my dad's. While I did spend most of the day there, he was at work packing and moving things into my dad's house. We were already at his cabin. Tyler took a baseball bat to my dad's door, trying and failing to break it down. My dad's neighbor actually called the cops on him and he was arrested. His parents refused to bail him out. I have an appointment with a therapist today. I've had one for a year now since I was struggling with my dad, and it felt good to just cry it out and let everything out about how I was feeling. It was very helpful, and she gave me a few tools to work through my emotions with this one. I felt very grounded and empowered leaving my session today. I'm also planning on setting up my children with a therapist when we're back from the cabin to figure out the best way to deal with telling them. I know people said I shouldn't, but I will be telling them, just in an age-appropriate way.
Cheetah! Oh, come on. Cheetah!
I think it'll go something like this.
Mommy and Daddy are not going to be together anymore because Daddy...
I'll let him tell you that. I don't want there to be secrets and lies between us. Tyler sounds like the kind of guy that would twist the truth to benefit him, make, your kids kind of like take a side. It's important that they know, I think. I've always been as open and honest as I can with them. Again, in the most kid-appropriate way. Just because they're small humans, they're still humans and deserve the truth. I've had a handful of comments telling me I should stay and every man cheats.
Ew.
Okay, don't project. Just because you'll stay because your man will cheat does not mean we all will, okay? My parents were married for 20 years, and after my mom passed, my dad never moved on. I watched my dad love my mom for 12 of those years and cherish her. I will not accept anything less than that kind of love. See, this is the thing. When your model for love is usually based on your parents, right? If you are used to seeing infidelity when you grow up, that's kind of what you assume it's always like. It's not always like that, FYI. He never cheated, nor did she. While I'm not sure when I'll be ready to move on, falling in love is the absolute last thing on my mind at the moment. I refuse to let Tyler win and destroy love for me completely. I will move on from this. That's what I like to hear. Jess started blowing up my phone, demanding I fix the situation, and immediately blamed me. Fix the situation. Doesn't really sound like this is your problem or your problem to fix. My lawyer told me to not block texts just in case they spill out additional info I was missing. Oh yes, very good advice. And I know it sucks to hear because it's like so easy to block, but like that is ammo
Hasta la vista, baby.
that we could be using to move in the shadows with, guys. She was playing the poor me card very hard. The thing is though, I never influenced Angie and Bob to cut contact with their daughter. They made that choice on their own. She actually started blaming me for stealing the love of her life. I introduced them when Tyler and I started dating, so not sure where that came from. Boo. Weird. And she said that Tyler was only with me for the kids. Honestly, I knew she was just trying to hurt me at that point. Yeah, I mean, and it's probably something that he said to her, and Tyler probably never planned on leaving you. I didn't give her the satisfaction of responding though. Between her and Tyler, I have about 200 missed calls. Tyler went from begging and pleading me to forgive him. Like I said, I don't have the divorce papers to hand him, so he's stuck in this unknown gray area. I also asked Angie and Ruth to not say anything about the divorce yet to him. Purely just for my satisfaction, honestly. I know it's slightly petty, but keeping him in that gray area of not knowing is my small revenge to him. I mean, I feel like this is a good petty. No, you don't owe him anything.
You get nothing. You lose.
He threatened to call the cops on me for kidnapping, telling me Jess wasn't the only one. Bingo, just what I was looking for. And then he told me I was a stuck-up B-word and threatened me, and then he went back to begging me for forgiveness. Honestly, it was just whiplash reading through those texts. I'd be lying and saying that if those texts didn't hurt me and terrify me all at once, but I refused to let them break me. As for both of them together, I don't think he's gonna stay with her. I think he blames her for blowing up our marriage, honestly. It's always interesting how they blame everyone but themselves. Who knows though, they deserve each other. I was initially okay to do a 50-50 split with Tyler for custody, but after his reaction, I don't feel comfortable with that, so I'll likely be going for full custody. Jake has about 30 days of leave he's saved up, and he's going to be using them to help the kids and I get settled at my dad's house. And honestly, to be there in case Tyler tries showing up going crazy again. He's been such a big help to the kids and I lately, and I'm forever in his debt for this. Last night, after the kids went to bed, he hooked up his Xbox, and we played a game called Diablo 4 together to help me take my mind off things. It was fun. However, he did sort of confess that he always had feelings for me somewhere in the midst of things, but also told me not to say or do anything back. He understands a relationship or anything like that isn't on my mind and won't be for a while. He ain't wrong. But just that he's felt this way since we were teenagers and wanted to get it off his chest. Okay. Helpful info. I don't hate it. Is he cute? Someone who knew the writer of this story found the post and made a comment. Let's read it. Are you serious, Jade? Coming here and playing the victim, you disgusting fake human being. Not only that, but you expose yourself by telling the real names. Now everyone will know it is you in your entourage. You are so jealous and have a huge obsession with Kristen that you ruin your own life after all the mess you created. This sounds like Little Miss Cheating Best Friend, if I'm not mistaken. It is obvious Toby never loved you, but just wanted to use you for his pleasure. But she wrote pleaser. It's important to note that the grammar sucks. Like, I'm sorry. It is important to note.
Do I have to spell it out for you?
If there's anything that will make me judge someone more, if I'm in a fight with someone, or like I'm like reading comments where there's like a tussle, it's bad grammar and spelling. I'm just saying. Like, at least edit your before you press send. There is nothing more easier to manipulate it than a jealous freak who have an obsession with him. If he really wanted to run away with you, he would have done it a long time ago, but he lied to your face with the one big excuses ever.
I'm sorry, I'm not sorry.
I stay for the kids. Ha ha ha, you are the clown, not the victim. That's why even your own parents cut you out from their lives. You are such a shame as a woman, but also as a human being. You pretend to be friend and betrayed not only her, but your family and your own husband. Can't wait to hear what happened to you when more people will know around you. You will finally receive the treatment you deserve, specifically after wishing her to lose her baby. Karma will do his job now.
You can't tell that. Karma can only be portioned out by the cosmos.
OOP clapped back with, you told me to break up with him when I was 19 and you were engaged to another man. You never said why. You never said anything about him, because if you did, I never would have been married and you would have been cut out sooner. Also, no, I put fake names in the post to protect your identities, but if you want to blast yourself to the public, that's your choice, not mine. Ooh, I love it when the girlies fight in the chat. Ooh, ooh, tea. Okay, so we have one more update. Not much has happened, but here are the things that have happened. Tyler discovered the post and asked me if I was seeking divorce. I said I was. He apologized for losing his cool, asked if there was any hope for reconciliation. I said no.
Ooh, that's good.
I love how we only apologize once we see the post and once you realize that your actions have resulted in not only a divorce but losing your children. We did have a conversation about the kids, and he'll be allowed to see them with supervision, to which he agreed to. I had another meeting with my lawyer. Nothing of major importance happened. Nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, has happened with Jake. He didn't take back his confession, but as I said, it's on the back burner for a long while. My kids' health and well-being take a priority over all else. I don't hate it, but I also don't I don't know. I don't hate it, but I also get that you need time.
You could have this at home and it would tell you what time it is.
You know? My dad's health is on a steady decline. He's now in the hospital with no release date in the immediate future. Please send over thoughts and well wishes his way. I do send thoughts your way. Good thoughts. Only good thoughts. I mean, this was posted almost 3 years ago now, but anyways, besides the point. My kids are adjusting well. We have a therapy appointment for them scheduled next week. My oldest has more questions than the rest, but I'm trying to save any big conversations for the therapy appointment, so I know I'm conveying the answers in a meaningful and the least harmful way. Also, my oldest made tryouts for the traveling soccer league, yay, and the baby's doing great. Things have calmed down a lot. Truly, I feel like I have a better grip on things. I've been putting most of my focus on my dad and my kids to keep myself busy.
Can't you see I'm busy doing important things?
OP does have a few updates that are lots of drama, honestly, lots of drama, but not really drama that I want to feature in the video. So if you're interested in reading the updates, I'll put the screen name that you can find all the updates under on Reddit. Well, OP, thank you for sharing. If you want to read those updates, check her out on Reddit. My best friend confessed her feelings for me. I feel the same way. Will this ruin our friendship? Oh, okay. My best friend and I have been best friends for 8 years now. She's literally my ride or die, and we are inseparable. So we were stationed together, went to the same school, did ROTC together. Let's do our research. What is ROTC? Reserve Officers Training Corps. I commissioned in the reserves and got a job living in DC together. We don't live together, but live in the area. I live and work in DC proper, but she lives just outside of DC. Neither of us are from DC, but made the conscious decision to go to school together, Clark, Atlanta, and move in the same area. She's genuinely my soulmate. I love her so much, but we were never together because she wasn't relationship material. Okay. She told me when we first met, we were at Fort Hood, that she's not a good girl, and because she cares, she's letting me know. She was right. I saw her do every guy she talked to dirty. She felt no shame either, but she loved me too much to lead me on like she did with them. She was dating this one guy when we moved to DC and slept with his brother. I was used to her, but even that was low. Okay.
Then why did you want to be with me?
I have also been in a relationship for 2 years now and just recently moved in with my girlfriend. Oh, absolutely not.
Geez, you know, that information might have been a little more useful to me yesterday.
No. Oh, you're worried about the wrong things. I love her, but she's not my best friend who I know the universe put me on this planet for.
You deserve each other.
My best friend told me and said she loves me, that she's actually ready to settle down and build a life with me. I never thought this would come. She told me she understands if it's too late. She always loved me. That's why when we met, she wanted to be honest and not treat me like the other guys. But you kind of saw who she was throughout this entire relationship. I mean, I think it's kind of interesting that she would also do all this stuff in front of you, and now she loves you. I want to build with her too, but it's scary. I have a girlfriend and we live together. Oh, that poor girl. While she's not my best friend, my girlfriend is great and will make a wonderful wife, but I don't know if she's for me. I guess my biggest fear is what if my best friend thinks she's ready to build, but she's not? We could potentially ruin our friendship if we pursue this. I've always wanted to build with her and be with her, but I'm petrified right now. I think you, no bueno. No bueno. I can understand your concerns, but I feel like you are worried about the wrong things. In your post, you said my best friend confessed her feelings for me. I feel the same way. Will this ruin our friendship? You kind of like led me to believe that you're like single, but no, you're not. You're in a relationship with somebody else and you have been for 2 years. I think there's a reason why you guys never dated.
She wants what she can't have.
But I think that you need to do your girlfriend, you need to do right by her and break up with her while you're even considering being with somebody else. Doesn't sound like you deserve her. You do not deserve your girlfriend at all, and hopefully she finds another man that will treat her better considering you're even entertaining this. Sure, you've emotionally cheated. Leave your girlfriend and tell her exactly why you are. Tell her you've been leading her on for years while being in love with your best friend, and now you want to dump her for your best friend. Your girlfriend deserves to know the truth. And hopefully your relationship with your bestie ends horribly with her doing the exact same thing she's done to all the other men.
Huge steaming ball of foreshadowing.
Good riddance to you and your 3 or 4 friends, seriously. I think that you need to break up with your girlfriend, who deserves much better than you. And I think that you need to pursue this person who you say is your soulmate. If and when, not if, she disappoints you, I don't want to hear this,
oh, I should go back to like the woman that like would have been a good wife.
You made your bed, now lie in it. People in the comments are saying you're gonna get over so bad and it'll be deserved. Okay, so we do have an update. OP wanted to update and give some context. Not sure what other context is going to change my mind. Okay, so I took a lot of heat, but I just wanted to give everyone an update and some better context to understand the situation.
Well, I don't want it.
Major things I want to address is people feeling I led my girlfriend on or that my best friend is using me. So for one, I've known my best friend for years now, yet you said that. From when we were just in the barracks together to now successful adults. Our connection was almost instant and organic. We naturally started being everywhere together. Everywhere I was, she was, and vice versa. I don't understand how your girlfriend is okay with this relationship. People thought we were together, but it was just a vibe. I did tell her about my feelings and she confessed she's felt the same, but told me she's not a good woman. When people tell you that they're not good for you, believe them. That's not a trick. Maybe it is a trick. Maybe it's like a, I'm so damaged. I've heard it before too, believe me. The moment when I realized that I was growing up was when someone said this to me and I was instantly like, it just...
The world may call them little. Huggies calls them fighters.
Turned off immediately. We were having a great time, really enjoying each other's company. I thought it was leading somewhere. And then he said,
I'm not a good guy.
Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know. Done. A younger, less experienced Charlotte would have been like,
oh, I can fix him. Oh, you know, maybe he'll change. Like, if he just loves me, you know, for the right girl, if he wanted to, he would, etc., etc.
He never changed. And now I'm happily married. So when people say stuff like that to you, it could be a game to keep you like on the leash, but more often than not, it's like them telling you they will f you over. So believe them. She says she's gonna be honest with me because she cares about me too much to hurt me, and with other men, she had no care in hurting them.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
But she's still kind of stringing you along and like honestly kind of doing things to like make you jealous. I feel like if she's doing all of this in front of you, like, I don't know. We agreed to stay friends and everything was normal. We started making life plans together. We both agreed to leave active duty and go do ROTC together. We had intense discussions on where we wanted to live and go to school together. Went to school, did ROTC together, and commissioned in the reserves. We'd been by each other's side every step of the way. Okay, and?
Why don't you just get to the point, Sheriff?
As we moved to DC, we continued, but things were on another level. Trips, friend group, etc. DC is an awesome place to be. I love it here. She continued her behavior and I've always condemned it. I met my girlfriend. She's an amazing person. Super kind, sweet, family-oriented, Even as we developed and moved in together, our relationship grew.
Then why are you throwing it away?
We have this great routine, a calendar of when it's my days to cook and clean and vice versa. DC is expensive, even with the money I make. So when you can have a partner that can cover half the bills and split the cooking and cleaning, it's great. Wow, you have it real nice. She's an amazing partner and will be a fantastic wife or mother to anyone, I promise that. I wasn't leading her on, I just didn't think it was possible for my best friend and I to be together. Yeah, I think you should break up with your girlfriend and go be with this person. Not because I think you guys will live happily ever after, but because I know this will not end well. It's like someone being in love with a celebrity. Like, you just don't think I'll marry a celebrity crush. But I'm a really caring person and it hurts me that I hurt her, but I do know that she will find the person meant for her. I told her this morning about everything and she said some very mean things that was very out of character for her because she's normally a sweetheart. Well, yeah, you emotionally cheated on her, so like, I feel like being mean is justified. Genuinely a kind and pure soul. I'm giving her some grace because I'm sure it was a lot to take in. I will be moving in with my best friend. I grabbed some stuff to take to her place and my friend and his wife will get the rest of my things. I told her I can either pay for her to break the lease so she can find another place or continue paying my half until the end of the lease, but she's still processing everything. I'm excited and very confident that my best friend would never hurt me.
Oh, tears.
She's always treated me differently. She could have hurt me, but she was always looking out, and instead of playing me, she was honest. I can say I'm the only guy she's been true with because of the trust and the friendship we built. I hope this gives everyone more clarity and understanding of this messed up situation. I mean,
whoa, this is worthless.
I'm glad that you broke up with your girlfriend because this was genuinely not a situation that was fair for her. It's so funny. People in the comments are like, no, we get it. The context does not like fix what you wrote. It doesn't. It's helpful to know that you ended a relationship with a person you were being very unfair to. No, you don't understand. Here's another couple hundred words to say exactly what I said in my previous post. Literally, he said the same thing. Leading her on implies I plan to break up with her. No, it doesn't. It doesn't imply that. It actually just implies that you are telling her and she believes that you guys are in a healthy relationship. All the while, you are in love with somebody else. Planning to break up with her, it does not equate to leading on. I never planned for this. I had every intention of building with her. This was completely unexpected. I genuinely hate that I hurt her, but I would never lead someone on.
But you did, though.
This girl like has you on a leash, and the minute she says, okay, I'm ready now you have to drop everything. Like, I genuinely hope that you guys will be good together, but something tells me that this will not end well for you. And who knows, maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be fine.
Survey says.
All I really care about in this situation is that you are done with your girlfriend and that you will around and find out. Yeah, it's interesting that OP kind of thinks,
oh, like she would never hurt me.
His like best friend. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's a duck, okay?
Hey, bump, bump, bump. Got any grapes?
It's a duck. I'd love to see an update like 4 months later where she cheated on you and now you wish that you had stayed with your girlfriend that was good enough to be a wife. That will be a glorious day. We got some more friendship drama that's coming right at you. This story is from the Charlotte Dobre YouTube subreddit. Found out my relationship lives rent-free in a friend's head. Good day, everyone. A bit of drama popped into my life over the weekend and I need some place to share it as I need to rant. I'll hop right in. It's a bit girthy. Sorry. I love a bit of girth, babe. So, my husband and I dated through college and got married within a week of graduation, which means our anniversary was this month. I posted a photo on Facebook of us having celebratory sushi and a little blurb along the lines of 15 years together, married my best friend, together until the end. It was a bit more than that, but that's the gist of it. On Saturday, my husband's high school friend, we'll call him Todd, called my husband and asked to have the post taken down because it was pissing off his wife. What? So this was not a post that involved your friend's wife at all? We'll call the wife Susan. My husband doesn't really use Facebook, but looked up the post while on the phone with Todd and was confused and pushed back. My husband is usually the peacekeeping type, but he thought the post was cute and didn't understand why Susan, who's also a high school friend of his, would be upset. It's just a selfie of us each holding a piece of sushi and smiling stupidly. I fail to understand the problem here.
Susan, chill out.
Todd and Susan love sushi too, so it's not a food thing. Per my husband, Todd was a bit cagey about why he wanted the post taken down and just kept asking for my husband to do him a solid. Husband refused and Todd hung up after calling him a few choice words. What is Susan's problem? Does she like see how happy you guys are and it bothers her? Okay, but like then to have the audacity to ask you to take it down is like kind of cray. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of nuts. My husband and Todd's little sister, Jessie, are also friends. She moved to our town and attended the same college as us, and likewise stayed in the area. Todd and Susan live about 5 hours away, back in my husband's hometown, so we only see them a few times a year when we go visit the family for holidays. Sometimes Jessie and her partner ride with us when we make this trip. She lives super close to us, we see each other a lot. My husband and Jessie are sourdough sisters and share baking recipes. Since Todd was acting stupid, my husband called Jessie to see what was going on. Jessie finally came over to spill the beans. For a little background, Todd and Susan are a year older than us and got married the year before my husband and I graduated. They had a grand wedding, 250 people, 2 wedding dresses, a ring you could see from space. A honeymoon on a beach somewhere. For 2 kids from nowhere, Missouri, it was a massive celebration that cost them a ton of money because their parents couldn't afford to chip in. It was
カラフルパレット。 早く25時にならないかな。肉。すごく気持ちのこもった奏でにがそう聞こえるんだよね。奏で楽しんでいこう。私は作業に戻りたい。 な楽しそうだね。
まだまだそんなネタなんだよ。
お疲れ。みんなよかったじゃん。さすがにはこっちに。夏代は違うの。気づき何を言うの。さりげない可愛さも必要でしょ。かなで楽しんでいこう。私は作業に追われた。僕もフルスロットルで頑張っちゃおうかな。私は見てるから頑張って。このままラストまで油断してると知らせてやる。私注目されちゃってる。はいはい、よかったね。バナピザといいんじゃない。バナピザといいと思う。みんな乗ってるかい。
いつでも頼って。どんな曲でも一緒に演奏するよ。
水木。この構図いい感じじゃん。うわなぜ隠してしまうのですか。まだうわ超激辛か。私って失敗なくなって去っていらない子なんだって。何やったって頑張った。
pjsk.